Hello and welcome to Comics Tuesday. The topic for today is my top 5 favorite alternate costumes for superheroes. If you don't mind, if you're okay with that, here goes. Number 5, Captain America. The costume being Steve Rogers. Because everyone knows about Captain America, his secret identity, which never honestly existed. And so there's many a storyline in which Captain America just doesn't wear the flag, and it's something of a statement. So I really like the inclusion of that element in stories as seen in The Winter Soldier. Number 4 is Batman's Batman Beyond costume, which is usually worn by Terry McGinnis, but it's also been worn by Tim Drake and even Bruce Wayne. And the reason why this, as an alternate costume for Bruce, is on this list is because this is the culmination of every Bat gadget. The suit is stealthy and strong and fast and flies, and it just looks real sexy. And number 3 is Invincible's blue costume, which I initially didn't think was a big deal, like at all. In every subsequent appearance, Invincible's costume changes just a little bit, making it a distinct series of costumes. That really didn't seem like out of this world when the color changed to blue. It's just kind of a muted version of the old costume. And it stuck around long enough to feel familiar. But the masterstroke comes along when he returns to the original orangish, yellowish costume, and it was exciting. So you have the blue costume to credit for that. So much so that it made it feel weird when Bulletproof started wearing the yellow Invincible costume as well. Also, blue's a good color. Number 2 is X-Force Deadpool. It's gray. It's great. And yes, this list has a lot of dark, visually quiet costumes. And this is definitely one of those. But I think this one, more than all the rest, communicates something with its dull tone. Let's look at it this way. I believe that Deadpool's bright, red-colored costume helps complement aspects of his character. So when he's wearing the bright red costume, I feel like that gives a certain comedic value to his extreme violence. So over in X-Force, that's flipped. Seeing that dull, gray-colored costume while Deadpool is making humorous remarks makes it feel more threatening. So it's really interesting in that it's reflective of his role on the team. Because solo Deadpool, yeah, it's funny, even when he's being more violent than here on X-Force, he's always telling a joke and is very creepy. Also, the creepiness is helped out by those red eyes. Ugh. Number 1, of course, is Spider-Man's black costume. But here's why. Spider-Man's black costume, which isn't even totally unique to him. Venom and Spider-Woman wear the same costume. But there are a lot of great, unique aspects to this costume on Spider-Man. Including, but not limited to, the fact that it is a living organism. But also consider this. Spider-Man wore this costume for a fairly brief amount of time. But in that stretch of time, I believe was the most densely packed series of classic Spider-Man stories. You have Secret Wars, the Alien Symbiote Saga, Sin Eater, Kraven's Last Hunt, and even the origin of Venom. When Peter gets rid of the living alien, he likes the design so much he keeps a cloth, normal fabric version of it. But even after fighting Venom and more or less shelving that design, years and years later, he wears it again in a storyline fittingly enough called Back in Black, which features my favorite Spider-Man fight of all time against the Kingpin. And this whole scenario shows us what Peter, digging back and finding that black costume and wanting to put it on, it says everything about his emotions, his mental state, the tone of the story. And I really like seeing it used that way. And then, of course, the best reason to put that at number 1 on this list is Spider-Man's black costume, among all variations of superhero costumes, is the most beloved and widely recognized. So, here it is. And if you got any thoughts on this list, Leave it down in the comments section below. But don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and come back next time for Comics Tuesday. And next time on Comics Tuesday, it's a villain showdown. Who would win in a fight between Shriek and the Clock King? We'll find out. Thanks for watching.